Wall Street's troubles continue today. The Dow is now down barely above 30,000. The S&P 500 is now down more than 20% from its peak.
The biggest issue is inflation. The Consumer Price Index, the average cost of goods and services, is up 8.6% since last year.
As a family, we will be focused on our spending and our saving, hunkering down.
Investors and businesses are tense as well, bracing for tomorrow's announcement from the Federal Reserve on raising interest rates, potentially the biggest one-time hike in more than 20 years.
Now, there are some steps you can take at home to prepare for any potential recession.
Jonah Kaplan brings us lessons learned from the 2007 market crash.
The economy is like an ecosystem. Big spenders and little spenders feeding off each other to feed American families, like those who work at Peter's Billiards in Minneapolis.
Locally, we buy printing material, we buy packaging material for when we ship things, so that's helping the local economy. But then all our manufacturers, 80% of our products are made in the U.S.
In 2007, the failure of U.S. banks to back up mortgages leading to a great recession in the economy. When Americans stopped spending, companies stopped earning, which then stopped hiring. Unemployment rising from 5 to 9.5%. The poverty rate 12.5 to 15%. The sinking stock market wiping out $16 trillion in household net worth.
'08 was really tough, but we got through it without laying on anybody off. We cut back hours. We don't think it's going to be that bad.
Today, the issue is inflation, not unemployment nor bogus banking. Energy prices, not to mention most things at the grocery store, almost out of control. The Federal Reserve hoping to fight inflation by raising interest rates and making it more expensive to borrow money. But if you do that, it's a delicate balance, because if you reduce the money in the market, you don't want to do it too much that it retracts the economy. Fortunately or unfortunately, expecting a tidal wave is different than getting crushed by a sudden one. So there are things you can do, including paying down debt and boosting emergency savings. Riding the wave also isn't such a bad thing.
You're not investing for the next 6 months. You're investing for decades in the future. That little devil on your shoulder says, don't just sit there, do something. I turn it around and I say, don't do something, just sit there.
The Federal Reserve's two-day meeting where they'll discuss raising interest rates starts tomorrow.
Well, straight ahead, we'll take